Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Select Board meeting, Thursday, January 8th, 2026. Call the meeting to order. We have full complement of the board, Kevin, Denise, Bob, Roger, and myself. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. So first up, we have appointments or resignation of Patrolman Michael Boer. Is anybody here to represent him, Mr. Town Manager, or is that you?
That's me. The chief submitted his letter, which is in your packet. He resigned to take a position with the Lebanon, New Hampshire Police Department. So he's headed in a different direction. I'd like to thank him for his years of service.
Okay. Thank you. Minutes. Next up from December 23rd, 2025. Questions, concerns, comments?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes of December 23rd.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Okay. No licenses or permits, no announcements?
Nope.
Nope. No? Okay.
Wow, just a slow start this year.
Business, new business. Item 1, MGL Chapter 59, Section 5, Clause 22G. Consider authorizing the placement of a town meeting warrant article to adopt the optional local property tax exemption for veterans, subject to town meeting approval. Mr. Town Manager?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is a preview of a potential warrant article for Springtown meeting. As you know, the deadline for submitting town meeting articles is fast approaching, February 10th. So we're actually almost within a month of that. This was submitted by the assessors. So we're not asking for approval. This is just sort of to gauge support for putting this on as a warrant article, which the select board would see again in March in advance of the town meeting. This particular article about veterans benefits would allow the town to not discriminate against veterans with trusts. And we have Chairman Dorney, who's here with us, if he has anything to add, with the chair's permission.
Good evening. Denise will be here shortly as well, and she'll elaborate. This clause came to us recently by our residents bringing it up as a consideration. And the clause has actually been around since 2018, so towns have been adopting it. However, this came to our attention, and we, at our last meeting, the board on December 16th voted unanimously 3-0 to adopt it and move forward to you, the board, and hopefully put a warrant for the next town meeting. So, Denise, you want to come up? Sure. She can elaborate a little bit more, but...
Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
So this clause, 22G, right now, if a veteran or a senior has their home in a trust and they're not listed as a trustee, then they're not eligible for the exemption. So what this does, just for the veterans only, it doesn't include the seniors, it will allow them to be eligible for the exemption if their home is in a trust. So I believe we might have 2 veterans right now that fall under this. And one of them had contacted us, and that's why we're bringing it to you guys, because they'd like to see it go through if possible.
Okay. And your board, like Rick said, voted
Yep.
3-0 in support of this?
Yep.
Unanimous.
Okay. Any ramifications? What's the monetary component associated with it? Potential?
I think they're both right now. I'm not sure what the other one is. I know one is going to be a 22 E, which I believe is $1,000 person, so they'll get that 1,000. And the other one is either 1,000 or a full. I'm not quite sure what that person is.
And that's in the form of credits, correct?
Yeah, they're abatement. Yeah, they're an exemption, so we'll
abatement,
just credit their accounts, right?
Okay.
I think I'll just add to that, the only thing we'll just need to confirm is that the veteran is living at the property, his property. So that's got to be, his name has to be included in the trust, and somehow we could maybe track it through a utility bill or something like that to confirm that he's a resident living in the property.
Would it apply to revocable and irrevocable trusts?
It wouldn't
Doesn't matter
matter.
the structure?
Yeah, it wouldn't matter, whatever the trust is. Because they're not going to be listed in either one of them anyway, so. But like Rick said, we'll have to have something to, just to confirm that they do live at that address.
So these people probably more than likely, they have their house in a trust, and the, kids or family, whatever's, benefit of the trust, but they're still surviving and living in the residence.
Right, yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I think one of them definitely was already getting the exemption and then put it into the trust, and then they lost the exemption because of that. And that's the person that had called and said they want to get back into it. So this is the only option that they could go with.
Gotcha.
So
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
so this is in addition to the other exemptions we've
Exactly.
recently adopted.
Exactly.
The only difference is if it's put into a trust, this allows the
Right.
present homeowner to get the additional discount.
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
all right, thanks.
Yeah.
Clauses will still be.
Yeah.
Right, A to F have already been accepted. This would just add G.
Yeah, just through you, Chair. Just one point of clarification. Have they already been able to get the exemption if they were the trustee? This is just when they're not the trustee of the trust, correct?
Correct, because they were getting it before,
Yep.
and now they're not, because now they're no longer a trustee.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
Denise, there's no clause for anyone that's over a certain age for this,
For the regular seniors,
for the regular seniors for being in
not
a
right
trust?
now. My association is working on something for that with the state. We don't know how long that could take. I mean, it could take months, it could take a few years, but we're definitely working on something for the seniors that are running into the same problem, because it's happening a lot. So
Could we do a special act, maybe?
I think, I'm not quite sure what they're doing. They just mentioned it over the summer conference, so, but we have a group that works with the legislation, and they're trying to get something through with them.
Because there may be quite a few seniors who,
There are quite a few seniors that, a lot of them have lost it because they've gone into the trust and they're not listed. And some have been irrevocable, so they can't even change it to get back into it. So, yeah, hopefully something will come up soon for them. We're working on that.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? Any other questions? No? Okay. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
S-
So not looking for a vote, just
Information.
informational. You'll see it again.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Other business? Topics not reasonably anticipated? None? Any?
None,
No?
sir.
Okay. Town manager's report. Mr. Town Manager.
Thank you. Briefly, we've just finished up, and we're as close as you can be without arriving yet. So close we can taste having a new IT director on board, and I can't express how excited we are about that. Moving on, I was appointed vice chair of SEMREC earlier this week at the business meeting in Foxborough, because I didn't have enough to do, apparently. So
Were you late to the meeting?
Yeah. So you weren't there?
Or left early, one of the two.
it's a very productive meeting. We actually came to terms with the union that has 24 members, dispatchers over there at the Foxborough facility. They're actually still discussing a potential merger with a neighboring regional dispatch, which the state put on hold without giving us the funding that they gave us to start this regional dispatch. So it probably won't happen for the next year or so, but we're hopeful that in the future, if it benefits both communities, it would be a long-term benefit to add more communities to the pool that are collectively purchasing the technology to make the dispatch run. We're continuing with operating budget, long-term planning, collective bargaining preparation. MFN has given us their budget projections for next fiscal year, which is an approximate 1.5% increase for us. The SEMRAC increase is our percentage would potentially go from $600,000 a year to $650,000 a year. So we're taking all of these into consideration as we shape fiscal 27's budget. As mentioned before, we're taking articles for the town meeting, February 10th, the deadline. And there is a 90-day report attached with your packets that summarizes my findings from my first 90 days in the job. I analyzed the strengths, spoke to a lot of people, numerous stakeholders, analyzed risks. There are some financial, budgetary challenges to address, internal infrastructure, and modernizing, professionalizing the staffing, the systems, the policies, and we're making great headway, and there's still much to be done. Subject to the board's questions, that's the town manager's report.
Mr. Town Manager, I do have one question. The MFN, the regional plant district for the septic plant, are you, what capacity are you on that board? Just a member?
Just a member. I haven't gotten tagged yet for anything more.
Okay. Okay.
And there, Mr. Chair, there is one more thing.
Sure.
I just want to notify the board that I have appointed John Eisner and Todd Bramwell to the Civilian Traffic Control Unit, and these were both put forward by the chief as former officers. Officer Eisner had served 43 years, and they both feel that serving on the civilian traffic control is good for them at this time, as opposed to being a special police officer.
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Town Manager, did I see in here also, I'm not sure, maybe I missed it, that a new DPW director starts Monday?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. I apologize for neglecting to highlight that. We're very excited that the first DPW director, Justin Chica, will be with us Monday, and he's already been working with Highway, Water, and the other stakeholders without getting paid for it. So super happy to have him aboard. Super excited. High expectations. What we can accomplish.
He's starting this upcoming Monday?
Starting this coming Monday.
Oh, good.
Chairman,
Good. Yes, sir.
the Semrec group, you know, we've been working with them for years, and I know I had an issue about a year ago where I had to call 911, and I think it would be nice if they could come in and give us kind of an idea of what they actually do over there, if they could get someone to come over. Because when I called 911, I didn't expect to have to continue to give them my name, my address, my firstborn, my secondborn. And what I mean, I'm giving them all this information. And finally I said to the guy,
Before
are
there's
you going to
action."
send someone over here or not? And I was told, as I'm having this conversation, someone else is relaying that information to the authorities to respond. So I think that's just one of the things. I think people have to understand how that whole system works. We're used to calling 911, it goes to our communication department and immediately goes out without any other questions. And I found it rather odd that this guy was trying to have a conversation with me while I'm trying to get assistance, you know, and I just couldn't believe that, that I was trying to answer these questions, so I finally made a point of it. Like, are you going to get somebody over here or not? You know, and I was told otherwise. So it might be worthwhile just to have an idea how the operation works, especially now if we're talking about additional possibilities of another merger where we have even more people, more towns involved. We did this years ago to save money, and we're saving a ton of money.
We
And
are.
that $650,000 is nothing in comparison to what we used to have to pay. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. In fact, I would encourage them to merge with others if they can do it, but just so people have a clear understanding, that would be helpful.
So maybe with that being said, now that you're vice chair,
Vice Chair.
vice chair, Is there a summary that, I mean, would you be delivering that, or do they have a?
I can ask the director to come. That's what we pay him to know the ins and outs.
I think it'd be worth our while, just to get an education how it works.
And if you haven't been there, it's a state of the art facility. I mean, we could go in groups of less than a quorum and see the place. I mean, it's a room surrounded by screens. It's like something out of the movies. It's right.
Oh, it's a full command post, yeah.
But
For
but
sure.
yeah, I'm happy to ask Rob if he'd like to come and make a presentation. I'm sure he would, and if not, I can do it. So either way, we'll get you the information.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. So with that, pertaining to your 90-day findings, Mr. Town Manager, I'd just like to make note, I'm, from what I've observed in all the interactions and everything that, I've been engaged with you, the first 90 days, I want to thank you on behalf of the town for your commitment, and your tenacity with attacking stuff, not attacking, maybe that's a bad word, but, jumping on issues, prioritizing, and moving forward. I am extremely hopeful for the town with you as our top dog, so to speak. I see a lot of good things, and I just want to thank you and tell you, keep up the good work. You have a lot of stuff on your plate, and I'm very confident with you at the helm. So thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to second that as well, especially with the number of people who have been transitioning, let's say, through that office. I think the work that you're doing up there and the help that you have is really outstanding. So thank you.
Okay. So, select board's report and mail. We don't have anything. Warrants.
Mr. Chairman, I have a couple of questions before we get into the warrants.
Sure.
Perhaps, if you don't know, Mark, you can get back to us. What the heck is Jones Fish Hatchery and Distributors? Jones
Peter
Fish
knows.
Hatchery and Distributors. It's a watershed plan.
It's on page one.
Just curious. It's right on the first page, bottom, AP 26-26, first page, bottom.
$25,000.
Bottom of page one of the,
About $35,000.
Yeah, it's
to
about
them.
37,000 actually.
Yeah.
Without knowing the specifics, I would venture this is conservation, and I can certainly get back to you with them. This is
I'm going to
Likely
guess,
conservation
it
related.
has something to do with our wakes, the treatment of our wakes, but I don't know that for sure.
well, the
We do
company-
treat the weeds in the wakes. I just don't know where this,
right. That was $150,000.
yeah, I don't know where this came from.
Treat
I'm
the
just curious
lakes.
about what it is. That's all.
and
Not that anyone's done
distribute.
anything wrong. I know we don't have a fish hatchery in Taunton town, so just kind of curious, that's all. Other than that, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve invoice warrant AP 26-26 dated December 24th, 2025.
Second?
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve payroll warrant PR 26-13 for the week ending December 20th, 2025, warrant dated December 24th, 2025.
Second?
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you. Do we have executive? What?
There is one executive session minutes outstanding, and it would be prudent to vote on that in executive session since the purpose hasn't been fulfilled yet.
What do you think, Peter? We got to go into executive.
We,
I mean, it's
A little blurb.
just in past experiences of this sort, we don't really have to approve the minutes until they situation's been rectified, and we've actually waited until the next executive session before we've done it. Once the minutes are approved, and once the solution has been done, we can do it in open session. We don't have to go into, once it becomes public record, we don't have to do it in exec session.
It's
I'm amenable to that.
completely up to the board.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
last year, there were some minutes that I actually took that we didn't accept them until there was a resolution to the purpose.
Right. And once a resolution is had, then we can do it publicly, because it becomes public information.
And this one, we might be a month away from a final resolution. I would venture an educated guess.
So if that's the case, like Mr. Kimball said, and
No, we
We
certainly
wouldn't
don't
want
have
them to
do it.
become, we maybe wouldn't want them
Yeah.
to become a
Yeah.
public record before the resolution.
Sure, you could approve them and not release them, but if you'd like to hold off, that works.
I'm amenable to that.
I'd just as soon hold off. It's-
Yeah, I mean, unless you feel you need to have it
Just
approved.
didn't want to lose them in the shuffle.
Okay, I understand
We
that.
can
Yeah.
put a sticky on them.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So,
Mr. Chair,
if nothing else,
make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you, Pete.